The idea of creating a university in this region was there already in 2000. Then on this date we welcomed His Excellency Paul Kagame for laying the foundation stone. Then on 17th November 2003, INES was opening its door. Some of us were there, like Philibert, with registration number which is below 250, maybe 20. What about your registration number, Mr. Philibert? 23. You see, now we are in tens of thousands of numbers. Okay, so on 16th June 2010, INES obtained the degree awarding powers by the ministerial order. Then we rushed to organize our first graduation ceremony on this date. So, action and vision. Okay. Now, we have some memorable moments with INES-RUHENGERI. So, for those who don't know it, at the beginning it was Université, not like this, Université Internationale Rwanda, International University in Rwanda. This was the first name of INES-RUHENGERI. Then the first classes were taking place at the Centre d'accueil. Currently we have Centre Pastoral Notre-Dame de Fatima. We have two Fatima, the older one. It's where Philibert and the classmates started the classes. Then they started to build the campus, this campus. So on this side, there was a primary school. Just here. The last class to be destroyed was where we have the meteo station. Okay. So we were there, and I think many of us were there. Okay, then they started to build the block 1, the block 2, the administrative block, and the block called Timidi. Then, unfortunately, there was a suspension of this university, of this baby university, in 2004. So it was almost a general basis for emerging universities at that point. They had to fulfill a number of requirements, including to review the names, the appellation, university, why not institute. So then after some hard work of the staff who were there at that epoch, so the teaching activities resumed with the new name INES-RUHENGERI until now. So another memorial element is the land survey. It was a project funded by DFID. It was a land tenure legalization project. From this project, we had this land survey. Then we had the civil engineering, because it contributed to attract young students by giving scholarship for, I think, 2 cohorts. Then to equip laboratories of land survey, then some laboratories of civil engineering. Then we have reorganization and reform of INES-RUHENGERI in November 2014. At that epoch, there was an issue of a big number of employees compared to the job, but also the competencies. The all competent organs of INES-RUHENGERI decided to reform. At that epoch, we lost many of our colleagues, but we have new others. You are welcome. Then we had a suspension of civil engineering program, BMS, computer science, biotechnology. On this date, it was in March 2017, and it was very dramatic, not only for INES, but also the surrounding community. People were claiming, why closing these programs? Restaurants were closing, the persons having houses were closing, so everything was closed, almost. Then, on this date, after almost 2 months, these programs were reopened. But it was after very hard work of people who were very committed. And we learned a great lesson from this period. Then we also had the campus closure due to COVID-19. You remember many of others were there. This is also giving a great lesson from that period. How to take care of our job, how to take care of our institution. So now we have, always we had projects at INES, but some projects were mainly impacting the growth of INES-RUHENGERI. I'm very sorry if I forget your project, but for me, I thought that these were the most important impacting the growth of INES-RUHENGERI. We had what we call security project, so this is a short name. It contributed much to understanding the concept of University of Applied Sciences through trainings, short trainings, internal and external, and trainings for long periods, including the masters. It were offering also scholarship, so PhD. I saw some people who benefited from this program. So we also had long tenure legalization project funded by DFID. This, as I said before, was introducing the land survey, the block of land survey. I think the library also, equipment in different laboratories. Then it will be the base for the civil engineering and the related laboratories. We also have the botanic garden and the other projects which came after, based on the experience of botanic garden, funded by Miserewald from Germany. So, including some hostels. I think the last one was also funded by Miserewald, based on this experience through the botanic garden project. We also have GVTC projects, especially in water laboratory. We had also RTDA projects. So people who were there, they remember that with RTDA project, so the whole country was seeing INES. Okay? Then the impact of INES-RUHENGERI. So far, INES made great impacts. to the district, to the province, even at the national scale. So it was a response to the administrative and judicial reform of 2004. When the founders was thinking about creating INES, they didn't know that INES will help in this, because for them, the priority was being given to the sciences. They had a belief, they had a dream to build a city of science, but at that time, our government was making reform after reforms. Then some public employees were put out of the services. They were also asked to upgrade the knowledge by acquiring the required diploma or degree. Then INES was there. At that time, I remember I joined this cohort with Professor Bigirimana Victos. He was the only permanent lecturer at that period, and the only dean. We had one faculty for the whole campus. So mixing social sciences and what we called at that time fundamental sciences, the unique dean. Then, it was a good time for registering people for studying law, public administration. We had a very high number of students in those programs at that time. Now, INES also was boosting the creation of new businesses around the campus. Maybe people who are coming far from this area, they don't know. Even the Karisimbi that you know, today Karisimbi means this area on the road, but it was just that house called Karisimbi. It was attracted by INES-RUHENGERI. So there is no shop, no important shop, but with INES-RUHENGERI we have many businesses. This is an impact. So also the attraction of people, yes, people came to buy plot and to build. So before it was almost empty. So also the creation of from permanent full inputs in 2004. Community welfare and mindset, people are becoming more smart because this INES which is influencing them directly or indirectly. You just see smart people, then you learn to become smart. You also. So through different intervention of Itorero Teresa, then INES-SU. So another impact was to provide qualified staff to the public and the private instances until now. So this was the booklet of the first graduation, and this is the booklet of the last graduation. And so far, the harmony, INES harmony is this number, 10,166 graduates. So, we cannot have this achievement without a philosophy, without so we have core values, we have a strategic plan, also we have an orientation. So starting by these core values, you have them, excellence, witnesses of life, etc. So this is for students, also for staff, and for the whole INES community. We also have the INES strategic plan with 3 outcomes. Now we are evaluating this in mid-term evaluation. For sure, we hope that we have good results from the implementation of this. We also have the key drivers of this strategic plan: internationalization, digitalization, and the linkage between academia and the industries. So, as it is reminded several times, this is a vision, this is a spirit. So, to be our praise, to play our role, we have to know this and to link all our acts, all our initiatives with these drivers. Am I implementing digitalization or internationalization? Am I doing some contribution to the linkage between academia and industry? Through my teaching, through my linking INES to other stakeholders, so we have to keep it in our mind so that it influences our manner of doing. Of course, we have this orientation of University of Applied Sciences. So why orientation of University of Applied Sciences in 2010? So we are informed that it was to respond to the mismatch between the traditional way of teaching and the needs of the labor market. It was after a study, then they found that the problem is not the content of modules, but the way they were taught. Then, with this University of Applied Sciences, we have to keep both theory and practice through the project-based learning, innovation and entrepreneurship, linkage with industry, research and community outreach. Then to have a professional attitude. You may be well skilled, but with bad behavior, so we cannot expect from you a lot. So also this orientation requires to have a strong partnership, not only for industrial attachment or clinical attachment, but also for learning from others, including, of course, financial support if they are there. So this triangle, there's no need to explain it. We have the class, laboratories, there. Okay, thank you. Then we have this, but sometimes we are talking about research, but it is not visible, so we have to make effort in this area of research. Laboratories for teaching and services to the community. This requires us to raise the standards and to be committed when we have a customer from outside. So he's expecting us to deliver, to give a good service. Of course, our students also. So these are our programs, you know them. Master's program. Now, what about figures? These are the figures of the last week, I think. 3,795. So it grows day per day. So now you can check the exact numbers from the register. So we have international students from 15 countries. So they are expecting from us much. So let us keep let us try our best to serve them. So this is just to show that INES was always growing in numbers, but also in achievements. So now, what about challenges? I think there's no need to talk about this. All of us, we have to think about the challenges. Challenges in my own service, challenges personally, what are my challenges, the challenges of my department, then the whole institution. So, thank you very much.
Thanks, Pat, for your good presentation. Even if you took a lot of time. Let us continue. It is